Did you know you would have made 13+% growth on your money if you just invested in December of 2023 in this specific index fund? What's up guys, Nathan Fussy here with another video for you. I know we've done investing type of stuff and topics a long time ago, but I actually have to touch base on this one because this is an index fund that I personally hold and that I love, and this is no affiliation whatsoever. So I want to just show you how, if you invested in December, I've been watching it since then, you would have increased your investment within that specific ETF index fund or tracker, whatever you want to call it. If you invested in that fund around 20th or 24th of December 2023. All right, this video is a bit delayed, but I wanted to see what is happening with the stock, and that's why I just wanted to leave it for the last few months. Obviously, it's only been about three some months, but if you just left it in there since about that time, all right, you would have looked at increasing your investment in that stock or that basket of about 13%, exactly 12.5%. So it's really a great growth. Now you can imagine if you only put like $1,000 in there, it's not massive, but if you put 100,000, million, you know, now we're talking some serious numbers. But I want to just show you exactly this whole stock because, like I said in the beginning, this is one of my personal favorites. I do invest in it. So without further ado, this is a disclaimer to tell you that this is not financial advice. None of this that I'm talking about is financial advice, and you should go and consult a professional if you wish to invest in stocks. I'm just going to show you what has currently happened in the market and what I have experienced in this period of time. So let's jump into the computer and I'll actually show you some screenshots and maybe talk about the charts a little bit, and you can actually see what's going on and how I deciphered this 13%. Sweet, let's do it. All right guys, cool. So now we're in my screen. I actually just want to show you, there it is right now. As you can see on the screen, that is the ETF or index or whatever you want to call it. So those who don't know what ETF stands for, it's exchange traded fund, which is basically a basket of multiple companies, for example. Don't quote me on that, but that's basically in essence what it means and how I keep track of it in my mind. But the Signia Itrix S&P 500, there's your key. What it basically does is it takes the S&P 500 from the United States and it tries to copy it and track its performance. That's basically what this ETF does. The reason why I like them, and this is probably giving it away, but my reasoning is because if you look at any of the other companies in our local market, South Africa, for this instance, they don't give you the best fee structure, and that's kind of why I went with Signia on this one. I don't own all Signia's stuff because there's some that are ridiculous, but I just own this one specifically for its fee structure and because of its performance, which is really, really good. Obviously, because it's backing or tracking the S&P 500 from the States, which is made up of the Fortune 500 massive companies in the US. So without further ado, there is the ticker if you want to find it on your local brokerage, exchange, whatever platform you're using. It's SYG 500. I love them. Like I said earlier, this is no affiliation. I'm not affiliated with them. I want to just take you through on, let's just go back 6 months on the chart. Now, as you can see, we're going all the way back to about September, which is a bit too far. I actually wanted to talk to you about since December, because I mentioned in the beginning it was about 3 months worth of data, and you could have made that 13% in 3 months. So if we look anywhere between the 20th and so, this is kind of where I was starting to track the price. Now, the price was sitting at 88.77 Rand per share. Obviously, you can see why I say that there's a big growth on it, because if you look at where it was around that time, say 88 Rand, 89 Rand a share, we're currently sitting on 100 Rand and 74 cents per share. So if you do the math, that's roughly excuse me, listen to myself, cheapers. That's roughly 12.5% to be like kind of exact. But I rounded it off to about 13%, which is really, really good for such a short space of time if you consider investing in stocks. I am, like I said, a personal holder of this stock. I really, really like this, their whole setup and stuff for this specific stock, and that's kind of why I hold it. So if I wanted to just show you quickly where I come up with that figure. So if we just look at the current price, we're going to work it out and say 88.77, so we'll take it from I think it was the 21st or 22nd. yeah, 22nd of December. We'll just take it from there, 88.7, and we'd get our percentage here. So I worked on a flat 0.88 Rand instead of the 70 cents extra. So as you can see, even though I've added the 77 cents in now, it's kind of giving me a lesser percentage, but still above 10%. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that growth over this short space of time. But as I said, if you were to invest serious money in it, like if I just go and let's get a new sheet here quickly. Oops, never mind. It's going to attempt to do something else here. So let's just do some quick math. I think this is a good explanation video for this. If I do $100, right, in there, let's do a scenario of 100, 1,000, 100, let's do 10,000, 100,000, and then 1 million. So we're going up in 10x's, which is pretty cool. And we went up with the exact same growth of, let's just stick in the middle there, because we got an 11 point something and a 12 point something now. So let's just do 12. Okay, if we did 12, what does that leave us with after the 3-month period? Okay, which is pretty good. If it was only a 3-month period, we're looking at roughly 4% growth per month, which is really phenomenal in the stock market. But we don't know how long that's going to last. That's the only problem. Okay, so there you can see 4% per month. Excuse me, I just zoomed all the way down for some reason. So if we're doing 12% in total, 4% per month, my word, there we go, 12, 12, 12. This is just different scenarios that we're going to do. So scenario 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously, like I said, from $100 to $1 million, if you invested each one, how much would you have after these 3-month period? So let's just do this quickly. Okay, forget about the dollar or the rand, whatever it's showing there. It doesn't matter. We just consider the figures itself, the number. So that's obviously, like I said, per month, what we experienced, and this is the time frame, and this is the total experience growth. So total growth, let's just say that. Initial investment. So if I invested 100 and I, after the 3 months, experienced a 12% growth, which is roughly 4% per month, how much would I have left? So I'd take that and I would multiply it by my 12%. But now that's only going to give me the 12%. We need to put that on top. Okay. So if you look at the $100, if you did the 12% over that 3-month period, we would have in our investment account probably about 112, right? Which is good, not too bad. I'm just going to move this up here so we can see what are we going to call. We'll call this new current value. Okay, so that's today. How much it would be. Now, if we just pull this down, we can obviously see for the rest, which is pretty. What the hell is going on here? Pretty phenomenal. Like I said, as soon as you're going bigger with the numbers, you'll see that your investment starts growing astronomically, as you can see, because 12% on $1 million is a hell of a lot more than 12% on 100. So as you can see, 120,000 versus 112 over here, which is quite a bit of money, I'm not going to lie. So as I said here, we can probably just break this out more if you'd like. So per month, and let's just say this is in the monetary or currency value, how much did we actually increase by per month? So if we only did 12%, 4% a month, that means that we would experience let me just take this out. I'd like to just use that instead of retyping the formula. So we're going to obviously copy this, and instead of using the 12%, we want to see what the average increase per month was if we go to column F. Okay, so we increased by $4. Okay, and we'll suggest autofill. So as you can see, roughly every single month with that 4% growth that we were experiencing, the $100 was experiencing a $4 growth per month, which is mathematical, correct. and then the second 1,000 was experiencing 40, 10,000 was experiencing 400 per month, 100,000, 4,000, and then obviously the million being astronomical at increasing at 40,000 per month, which is pretty good. So I don't know about you guys. I think this is a brilliant investment. If you actually did it in December to now, it would have been that kind of, expectant. But obviously we're looking at things in hindsight, which is always much easier to see the performance of things in hindsight. Past experience is also one thing that people keep saying in investing, is past experience is just not the same in the future, and you cannot expect that, but you can use it to obviously make some decisions if you'd like, and that's kind of how I also base a lot of my investment decisions. Nevertheless, this is a short video of how you could have increased your money over the last 3 months, and I personally tried to as well, which is good. I'm very happy with what I've seen. So I'm not going into depth in this about understanding the fee structures and all that stuff, so you got to also look at what's going on there on your end. But nevertheless, this is kind of what I wanted to show you, is 13% in the 3-month period, which is phenomenal growth. And I think any person investing in stocks, beginner or intermediate or advanced, would probably be very happy and ecstatic about a growth like that. So how long this is going to last, I cannot answer that. Unfortunately, I'm not an economist, or I don't make predictions like that. So I just follow a simple method where I dollar cost average all my money into the stock market, and that's how I've been running my portfolio for the last few years, approximately 5 years now. So I'm very happy with my growth overall, and I really hope that this video brought you some value. I really hope that you will check out the next video, subscribe to the channel. If you liked this video, leave a thumbs up and comment something down below if you found something interesting and maybe have some questions. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.